good evening and welcome to Highlanders Basketball. I am Kevin Scott. Joined alongside me is my partner in crime, Jeff Argenziano. How you doing tonight, Jeff?
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing well. Some of our Highlanders are in the playoffs. They're coming in with a 10-10 record, and Andover is hosting them with a 15-5 record. What do you have to say about the game, Jeff?
Kevin, Andover, the Golden Warriors were in the North Final last year against Central Catholic, losing a tough game down the stretch. They have built their team right back up where they want to be. They want to get back to the North Final. All of us predicted that Somerville would also have the ability to get to the North Final with the amount of talent that they have. A couple of early losses in the year. They started off 0-6. This team is not a 10-10 team. They came together, they fought and battled, playing 6 games in 8 days down the stretch and winning 6 games in a row. So Somerville now playing in the first round at 10-10 at Andover, 15-5. Andover losing the coin flip to Lawrence. The winner of this game plays the winner of Lawrence and Peabody in the quarterfinals. But tonight, Kevin, we talk about Andover first.
Right. Andover, very athletic team. Nothing really too big to talk about. They have a few players. Number 11 who likes to crash. Number 4 is a decent shooter.
Well, the key begins and ends with David Garibaldi. He's their top scorer, scored 1,000 points this year. He's been battling a groin injury all year. He hurt in the summertime. You'll see he's not moving with the same explosiveness of people that know David Garibaldi and the type of player he is. Number 33, their starting center, Connor Merinder, very tough inside presence, will block shots, will rebound, also can hit the outside shot. E.J. Perry, the starting guard. Those are the 3 players to watch closely. Their stars, Perry, Merinder, and Garibaldi. Those are the 3 guys you want to look at. First, Somerville played this team 2 years ago in the Active Box World Tournament, losing the championship game. Both cores are still here. The starting 3 stars for Somerville and the 3 stars for this team. Not E.J. Perry's a sophomore. But we'll go to the starting 5s right now to give you who's going to be starting this game and what Somerville's all about. And should be leaders reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. The students' responsibility for your behavior and the behavior that comes around you. If you require assistance, please call upon an MIAA, school, or security official. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting Somerville High School Highlanders. Number 2, Samuel Marseille. Number 4, Christopher David. Number 11, Kesha Marcy. Number 21, Florence Che.
We invite all veterans, current and former military personnel to stand, and we thank you for our service. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise as Andover's own Katie Rex will honor America by singing our national anthem.
Proud
national anthem.
The starters have started all together for this 6-game stretch. Winning streak: Salim, Chris David, Deshaun, Frew, and Justin Berry for Andover. E.J. Perry, Garibaldi, Jonathan Rodriguez, Ryan O'Connell, and Connor Merinder. Your officials, Kevin, are on that piece of paper I gave you. Hal Gary. I got it. Hal Gary, right? Jay Walsh, and Ted Slattery. And for the first time, Kevin, in all the years that we've done a playoff game on the road, Somerville cheerleaders will come inside in the crowd, but this is the first time ever that the Somerville cheerleaders are on the baseline cheering on a road game that you and I have done for a tournament action.
It is really cold outside, Jeff.
That is a little treat. Yeah, and they're standing right by the door, so they're going to catch a cold drift here coming right through those doors in the first half. And you'll see across the way, we're broadcasting from the Somerville bench side. You'll get the treat of seeing the action from Coach Antonelli during timeouts. You'll be able to hear him closely. We could not be on the other side. As you see, the student body and the Andover fan base are mixed in there. So that would have been a really tough shot for us, Kevin. So we'll give you the treat here in the first half.
And here we go, the ball is up. Drew wins the tap. Chris with the ball. Andover coming out in a man-to-man. Yep, man-to-man defense. Salim in a crossover from way downtown. Short. Rebounded by Andover.
Rebound to Merinder.
Andover brings it up quick. Travel.
And that's what you see, Kevin. Garibaldi playing with that injured groin that he's had all year. He just does not have the same explosiveness. For those who saw them play in the North Final last year and when they played Somerville 2 years ago, he was just an explosive player driving to the basket, just not have that same steal to Perry.
You can't telegraph the pass. It's playoff time. You got it. Everyone's stepping up. You cannot telegraph passes, Jeff.
E.J. Perry, the starting quarterback and the starting pitcher. Baseball is really his best sport.
Deshaun over to Salim. Salim brings it in. Another three from way downtown. Short rim, a big rebound by Frew. It goes out of bounds off of Andover. Highlanders ball.
So credit the defensive rebound to Garibaldi, then the turnover out of bounds. He did maintain possession. New shot clock for Somerville. Inbound baseline.
Salim finds, throws it away.
Turnover on Salim. $2-0 lead for Andover. You'll see very active coaches on the sideline. We'll talk about that next dead ball.
Deshaun has to fight over the pick. Oh, nice D by Frew. Justin picks up the loose ball, finds Deshaun. Great D by Frew Che. Chris with the ball, crosses over, brings it into the lane, dumps it down to Frew. Can't finish. Oh, Justin got bumped, no call.
Merinder with another rebound.
That's what the Highlanders needed. If Chris could get into the lane. Oh, nice move there by number 22.
Garibaldi with such an explosive step, just going right through the motions right there down the middle of the paint. He cannot get through there that easily.
Garibaldi is showing that he can get into the lane just as easy. Salim with the ball, thinks about shooting another three. Tries to bring it down, doesn't have it. He picks up his dribble, throws it to Deshaun. Nice pick by Frew.
Tipped out of bounds, we maintain possession. Ball goes right in the head coach Dave Fazio's hands.
So Deshaun almost got his money taken before it went out of bounds, Jeff.
Well, Deshaun right there, and over using the sideline as an extra defender, and that really affected Deshaun.
Justin can't control the pass. No 3 seconds. Oh, Chris David gets a shot block.
Travel. Blocking foul on Salim. Very late call by Mr. Slattery. First foul on Salim.
I can't Mr. Slattery made that call from he was coming down.
Basket counts and a foul by Garibaldi.
And the other team didn't even. He had perfect position for it.
Fouls on Salim. Coach Antonelli's already yelling about the call in the paint. No foul on Chris David's attempt to score in the paint. Yelling across the court to Slattery. And you'll see a lot of misses from Garibaldi because he shoots the ball so hard. A lot of side spin on his jump shots.
He almost threw the ball in.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like a shot.
He shoots very hard, Kevin. When his baskets go in, you think the net's going to be torn down.
Oh, nice move by Salim. Gets bumped. Going to be called for. Oh no, foul on the floor.
And Salim is holding his face with Craig is checking in. Next step ball. Dave Garibaldi's been at 26 years at Andover, was a Draken for 1 year before that. Won his 400th game this year. He's currently 409 and 191. Won his 400th game earlier in the year against Lawrence. Chris David comes out, Justin Berry comes out with Lucas and Craig checking in first off the bench.
Salim inbounds to Frew, finds Deshaun. Back to Salim, from way downtown, short. Salim doesn't seem to have his legs under him right now, Jeff.
4 rebounds now for Andover as a team. EJ Perry can pull up for jump shots if you're not careful.
Man, travel, no call. In and out, no rebounding by Craig. Ball's thrown in the backcourt, going to be a turnover, backcourt.
Give Rodriguez the offensive rebound, then the turnover. That's 2 turnovers on Rodriguez. Andover also played in the Garden game, Kevin, earlier this year, the same day that Somerville played. They actually played at the same time as the Patriots and Ravens game. So that was a tough schedule for that team, because I know you know the Garden emptied out as we left to go watch the game.
Lucas, you can't just pass to an area. You even said that in the last game. You can't start passing to areas. You gotta know where the defender is at all times. Don't telegraph your passes.
5 seconds.
Salim gets inbound.
You just got to set up an offense now as they're playing a tough man.
Deshaun thinks,
turnover on Deshaun. Both very active coaches. Everybody knows Antonelli on the sidelines, how active he is. Dave Fazio always used to wear a shirt and tie. By this point, he'd already have the tie ripped off and the sleeves rolled up. First timeout for Somerville. Dave Fazio from Central Catholic, Kevin, went to Salem State, played there, scored over 1,000 points at Salem State, played for Thibodeau, who's now the current head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Mark Antonelli went to Salem State, so a lot of similarities with the 2 coaches, both Italian, both went to Salem State, very, very active on the sideline, and both very expressive in motioning to their team what to do. Coach Antonelli's always getting in a defensive stance, always motioning on the sidelines, the active that they need to be, and Coach Dave Fazio exactly the same way. Packed house, Kevin, Andover cheerleaders doing their tumbles right now. Somerville cheerleaders on the opposite baseline. Seems like this, Kevin.
Go ahead, Jeff.
You always say you have these barricades here. It feels like we're looking through a grate. They put these barricades for safety on the side of the bleachers. I would always just have one big, long bleacher, so you can't, like on the other side, just have one big, long bleacher.
Yeah, but then the movable walls, they can split up into sections or whatever.
Yeah, it's time to rebuild this gym.
The Highlanders are looking too much, taking too many shots from outside right now, Jeff.
Well, yeah, they've gotten away from their offense. Andover came out very physical, matchup man, and they're not. Somerville needed that timeout.
Good D by Deshaun. Oh, nice little shot there. Jonathan Rodriguez for 3.
And Rodriguez is their best standstill 3-point shooter coming off offensive sets.
Nice back door, but Deshaun can't control it.
Steal, credit to O'Connell.
Oh, big block by Salim. Now Salim looking to push it. He hesitates, he goes up, throws it off the glass. Oh!
That's where Salim, Coach Antonelli, has gone on Salim about that, Kevin, throughout the year, of driving to the basket, not going straight up, and moving away from the contact. That way, you see he was still drifting right. You say the Andover defender, why foul him? Because there's no way that shot was probably going to go in.
Lucky for that defensive play. Salim knocks down the first to get the Highlanders the first point of the game. Salim got a good block on that.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jonathan Rodriguez was going up to dunk that, and
sure,
could have definitely took the air out of the sail.
Somerville had that play well read as Marinder gets the rebound. That's 3.
Get into the lane. Craig with the block gets the rebound. They're looking to get the ball down to Frew. Salim cleaned up his dribble too much. Frew was a little baby jumper, can't finish.
Tarabaldi with the board. That's 2. O'Connell bobbles the ball very close to half court there as EJ Perry got over in time. He can't hit that.
Short. Everyone's just looking at the ball, Jeff. Rodriguez thought about it.
He's going to take another dunk. 5 points now for Rodriguez. spreading the floor is Andover, very active on the offensive end, setting good screens. That's what you'll see from Dave Fazio. Active offense, constant movement. You won't see any isolation plays from him.
Deshaun thought about the three, has his dribble still. Around the horn. Skip pass to Lucas. Doesn't foul, he's going to go to the line to shoot two. 3:07 to go in the quarter. Highlanders are down by 10.
Lucas, your best option off the bench for speed, defensive action, and being powerful going to the basket. But Kevin also your worst free throw shooter right now down the stretch. Somerville has really increased their free throw percentage as a team. But unfortunately, very young player, Lucas, freshman. Big Somerville representation. We got members of the girls team here. Headmaster John Terry, Director of Student Services Richie Malillo. They're all filing in, and former head coach. But it was Paul Garrity that coached in this building in 2004 in the first round, the last time Somerville played here.
Coach Antonelli is electing to go with the four-guard offense right now, Jeff. Deshaun, Celine, Lucas, and Chris David out on the court.
And really on his AAU team, Crew plays a lot of 2-3 combo, so he's experienced handling the ball as well.
Deshaun almost got the steal.
Turnover off
Andover missed an opportunity there.
It's off O'Connell's hands.
Deshaun was still on the other side of
Kevin, a lot of times you'll see Andover come out to huge leads like this, and then they get so wound up in the emotion of the home floor, the emotion of Dave Fazio, their coach, and they end up losing a lot of these leads. Back in 2002, Lawrence played here. Andover was up by over 20 in the first half. In the second half, Lawrence won by 20. It was a 40-point swing. That's a memorable loss in Dave Fazio's career. Turnovers early for both teams, Kevin.
Get into the lane, though. It's too easy. Cut it off, guys.
4 points for E.J. Perry. Somerville played E.J. Perry in football 2 years ago when Andover came to Somerville. And Garibaldi was on that team as well, no longer plays football. That should count.
The net.
Ball was still on the rim. You touched
the ball is still on the rim.
Caused the rim to vibrate, so that basket should count, but they're not going to do it.
They'll never do that.
Foul will be on Ryan O'Connell, his first, team's second. Chris David really solidified the starting lineup, taking Salim off the ball, allowing Salim to be open for so many threes and so many big scoring games down the stretch. Salim had a lot of 20-point games. Right now, Kevin, 2 guards since we've been here. Deshaun and Salim playing better than any 2 guards that we've seen in our years here.
Knocks them both down. There you go, Chris. 13-4.
All free throws to scoring for Somerville. 4 for 6 from the line.
Good D. No baseline, cut it off. Thank you.
Right there, you see Garibaldi pushing off. He just doesn't have that same explosiveness with his injury. Normally he'd cross over and go right for a reverse layup off the basket, go into the rim.
I'm surprised they even made that call, Jeff. I mean, it was a good call, but I wasn't expecting that. Just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Salim with the ball in the wing, back up to Chris. Back to Salim, brings it in, doesn't have anything. Top of the creek. Deshaun.
Just gotta spread it a little wider for
There you go, Fru. 13-6.
First field goal for Somerville. Fru with 1:35 to go. Three seconds.
Nice trip. Another block for Salim.
2 offensive boards. Basket does not count. Miranda.
It's all right, though.
Miranda at the offensive board. E.J. Perry at the offensive board. Is that on Fru there, Mr. Gary?
It should have been a 3-second violation long before the first shot ever went up. But
the game that Somerville played Andover 2 years ago in the Acton Boxborough final, Miranda broke his hand in football, came back. That was his first game back. And was a positive off the bench for Andover, that win for them in the Acton Boxborough tournament. And it's good to see the two teams match up one more time, this time for a more serious advantage in the playoffs for the win than there was in the Acton Boxborough tournament. But now they've all joined together now as seniors playing each other once again. 1 for 3 is Andover from the line.
Oh, nice pass. Nice. There you go.
Backdoor cut. Deshaun ran in effectively, and Kevin, that was all about spacing. Deshaun went out wide enough to fool the defense as the penetration came, and you make a perfect bounce pass.
Good D by the Hound. Oh, that's an ugly shot. Get it, Craig. There you go. Move it, Celine.
First rebound for Celine.
Lucas from way downtown. Bang!
Three-pointer for Lucas.
Raise the Highlanders back within 3.
4 points.
Stay with them, stay with them. There you go. He's going baseline. Good D by the Highlanders. There you go. 20 seconds to go. Come on, Fru.
Traveling on Fru as he turned around.
Good call. That's a good call.
If he had caught the ball first and gave it back to the player behind him as he was facing, he would have been fined as he rolled over. Turnover on Fru. Possession with under 20 seconds to go. Shot clock's off for Andover.
Seven seconds. Rick. Back within 3 at the end of the quarter, Jeff. To help make up for the first, 6 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah.
But it seems that they got their legs finally. They had a little bit more patience on offense. They had 2 backdoor passes. They converted on one of them. So like you were saying earlier, spacing.
And what you'll see from Andover, the last time Somerville played him, as I mentioned, in 2004, was back in 1981. That Somerville advanced in the tournament, beating Methuen, and then Don Bosco and losing in the semifinals to Andover. That was the first time of record that we have that Somerville played them. David Goodrich would have been on that team. And then the last time was 2004 when Somerville played them here, and that was a big blowout. That was the first game. That was the first year of Paul Garrity coaching. And in that game for Somerville, Stanley Etienne had 13 points. Alex Gomez had 10. Peter Bienemy had 9. For Andover was Jack Barrett with 28. Chris Vetrano with 19. That was today's the 24th, right, Kevin?
Today is the 24th.
And that game was the 24th, February 24th, 2004. So 11 years ago, Somerville played here in this gym. We sat across the way. And it was a 79-55 win for Andover. So that was the last time Somerville played these guys in a tournament action.
Excellent ball movement by Andover, Jeff.
In the low block, Marinder. Low block off the glass.
Yeah, he's a solid player.
Yeah, and that's best coming off curls or coming off screens. Better than his face-up jump shoots.
Nice move by Lucas. Deshaun vision into the lane with the foul line jumper. Can't finish.
Over the back,
Craig. Oh, they're going to call over the back on Craig. Coach Antino is going to bring Chris David back into the game.
3 team fouls.
It's taking out Craig. Going back with a 4-guard offense. And Fru can handle the ball.
DJ Perry with the jump shot. Exit out of 3.
It counted as a free, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lucas up to Celine. Thinks about the 3. Bricks it.
Seems very dark at that end, Kevin. Did the light just go out?
Can't tell.
Yeah, you got to stop the initial pass here because the next guy cuts through.
Good D by Deshaun. He gets to the hole too easy.
And just think, Kevin, that's on one leg. He's normally very explosive when we play at the next level. E.J. Perry will probably be pitching in the major leagues. He probably won't be playing basketball. Better quarterback and better pitcher.
Another back door for the Highlanders. There you go. Oh, gotta handle the ball, guys.
Steele O'Connell. Up and under, Kevin.
Quick outlet to Deshaun. Deshaun's gonna go up.
Where's that?
Oh, nice deep. Oh, control yourself.
Turnover. Deshaun needed to control himself there.
How was that through?
Left out there. Turnover.
How was that not a foul? Wow.
Turnover, E.J. Perry. His father is the head coach of the girls team for Andover. He also coached Malden Catholic when Scott Hazelton was there, Kevin. And he's the football coach. So E.J. Perry coaches a lot of sports here.
Highlanders down by 10. Sleem goes in. Craig with the rebound, put back for 2.
And he also coached Salem, New Hampshire to numerous state titles.
Highlanders need a big stop here, Jeff. Oh,
almost a big turnover.
Big steal. Nice. Quick outlet to Deshaun. Goes up for 2. And the basket
counts and a foul on Ryan O'Connell, who gets a turnover. That's 2 fouls. Deshaun now with 4 points.
I was sure he was going to dump it down the through.
Coming back into the game is 35, Jonathan Rodriguez. And 24 leaves Gabriel Hernandez, who was in there for a short period of time. 4 for 6 from the line in Somerville. Fast-moving games, Kevin, with very little fouls and only 1 timeout so far.
Highlanders down by 5 with 5 minutes to go in the half. Good D by Lucas to cut off the baseline. Big rebound by Craig.
Somebody's going to box Craig out, or he's going to rebound all night. That's 3.
Highlanders, oh, nice heads. Deshaun from way downtown. Oh. Through with the rebound, put back, can't finish. Craig can't control it either.
Marinder with another board. 3 rebounds for Frew. Another rebound,
relax,
that's 4.
slow it up, slow it up.
Slow it down and set up your offense now. You got an opportunity now to get a quick score. Not a quick score, solid score.
Solid score.
Flat.
Salim spins back, dumps it down to Craig with a baseline jumper.
That's
too
Craig's
long.
bread and butter. E.J. Perry at the board.
Stop the ball, stop the ball.
Oh, almost a turnover. Somerville had that. Pick and pop. But no, but it was
the rebound
Marinder
is terrible for the Highlanders.
Yeah, Marinder screwed and rolled.
baseline.
I thought they were going to pick and pop from Marinder.
I mean, that's exactly what you want, shooting a 3. He did hit 1 3 in the first quarter, but I would have him shoot that all day, Jeff.
Somerville has too many weapons, Kevin.
Salim, big. Highlanders within 2, Jeff.
If he fades,
Well, he got time up by Andover with 3:40 to go in the half.
Going over in the tournament for action for players that are still in college. Our last review here before their season ends. Billy Bonet and Rubens Gurrier are playing for Bunker Hill. Bunker Hill's 15-12 in the conference of 13-9. They've lost 2. They are playing on the 25th against Roxbury Community College. On the 19th against Roxbury in a loss, 91-80. Billy had 22 points, 6 for 6 from the line, 7 for 18 from the field, and Rubens had 11 points. In the conference, Billy is 2nd in minutes. He's 6th in field goals. He's 4th in 3-point attempts, and he's 5th in games started. He leads the team in scoring with 16.4. He's shooting 42% from threes, 41% from the field, and he started all 27 games. Rubens has started 2 of the 27 games, and he's averaging just under 6 points a game. So there are 2 players from this team that are still playing in college. Give them a lot of credit for continuing their playing career. and now they played 2 years for Roxbury, or Billy has, for Bunker Hill. And they'll be playing Roxbury next, tomorrow night on the 25th.
Big rebound by Craig.
Can't have any long misses or someone's going to get on the break and kill you because you have so many good rebounders on your team. Not just your big guys, Kevin. Your guards are incredible rebounders with Deshaun and Salim.
Frew gets bumped. Gets pushed out of bounds, Jeff.
Yeah, so they'll give the turnover to Frew. That should be delayed a game on Frew as he walked to half court with the ball and just left it bouncing. Frew should have just left it right there, Kevin. If you're playing the next level, they're going to call that on you right away. Basically, the Celtics lost a chance to go to the finals one more time because of a delayed game calling Kevin Garnett. Remember that against the Heat in Game 7?
Yeah. No baseline. There you go, Craig.
There's your screen and roll to the middle of the paint. For 3. Oh.
Go. Go, Deshaun. Big rebound by Deshaun, smallest man on the court, Jeff. But he should have taken it and just go with it. They had plenty of numbers. Telegraph the pass, Lucas. Stop it.
Garibaldi counts on a foul. Foul is on Salim. That's 2. Garibaldi now 8 points going to the line. He's 0 for 1.
Salim turned to coach and was like, "It's my fault, my fault."
Yeah, and Vito's going to come in next to that ball after this free throw. Garibaldi's father used to be the Lawrence coach and was the JV and assistant coach for this team in Andover. He's across the way in the crowd. He was the head coach for Lawrence for a number of years. I guess you got to take Lucas out to give him a break, Kevin, right now. To get his head together after 2 straight turnovers.
Great call by the coach from Andover coming on a press. Highlanders were ready for it. Travel!
And Dave Fazer going crazy at half court.
Good call.
Jumping up and down. Good call. Marinder with the turnover. Very common play that players make, Kevin, but they got to call those travel. It's a violation.
Salim brings it in, dumps it down to Deshaun, who can't control it.
Turnover on Salim, I would say, on the pass. Yeah, definitely on Salim.
Pass didn't come up high enough. Chris Davis about to come back into the game for the Highlanders, coming in for Vito.
That was quick, 27 seconds for Vito. But Coach Antonelli staying with the more athletic lineup. I would have kept Vito in for the rest of the half and give Lucas a chance to clear his head. That was a travel there too. Very bad footwork so far for Andover. Face-up jump shot. And Marinder can't hit that, Kevin. 5 points for Connor. Marinder is signed to play at the next level.
Huge basket here, Jeff. You don't talk.
Turnover, Chris David. Steal, E.J. Perry. Very bad ball handling there, E.J. Garibaldi for 3. You see, Kevin, when he hits a jump shot, it falls in so hard. That's why he has so much side spin on his jump shot. You can easily get those out. Don't waste your time on now, Mark.
Gonna bring Vito back into the game, probably for Chris, I believe.
3 timeouts left for Antonelli. 4 timeouts left for Somerville. For Andover. It's probably not what you needed right now, Kevin. So as you look at your bracket, the winners of this game play in the quarterfinals against the winner of Lawrence and Peabody. Lawrence heavily improved from their 8 wins the last 2 seasons. They should easily defeat Peabody. Lawrence is a higher seed. Whoever wins this game will be playing at Lawrence over the weekend. That will be the 28th, 1st, or 2nd. On the other side, what you have right now, Kevin, is a situation for Somerville. 29-18. And that's the thing, Kevin. Some gyms will run the minute on the clock of the timeout. Okay? And Coach Desmond and I were talking about that the other day because that happens at Peabody. During the timeout, you look, I was just about to say, with how much time left, I look up and you see 17 seconds. Like, wait a minute, it's not 17 seconds.
Right.
So you get confused in the timeout. I would have one clock remain the game clock and one clock do the timeout. Because if you're a coach, you look up and say, wait a minute, how much time do we have left? That's exactly what Coach Desmond was talking about. With 1:05 left in the half.
1 minute to go in the half. Highlanders down by 11 points. Salim brings it in, finds Vito. Vito to Lucas. Deshaun dumps it to Frew.
And both teams scoring, Kevin, is so dangerous.
There you go.
You cannot have any empty possessions because the other team will just come back and attack you. 40 seconds to go. I don't think Garibaldi or Perry have come out, right?
Ball's out of bounds off of Andover.
Give that turnover to 24 Hernandez, who threw it so high and went right off of Rodriguez's fingertips out of bounds.
Deshaun thought about it. Finds Lucas to Salim.
Good effort. Run a solid set right now, Kevin.
Don't force anything like you just did.
Turnover to Salim. Frew's got to be more active and chase travel.
Look up! Come on! There you go.
Deshaun with the
That's
layup.
huge for the Highlanders.
9 points for Deshaun. Up fake, Perry in the baseline. Foul on Frew, that's not what you want, Kevin, because that will be 2 fouls. So you have 2 on Frew and 2 on Salim. EJ Perry going to line to finish out the quarter with 3.8 seconds. Now, Coach Antelli, this is what you work on all year, Kevin. When you work on game situations, this is when it's important, what you run through in practice. Coach Antelli has a number of plays to play with under 5 seconds to go in a half, a quarter, and in a game. And we'll see what he throws out of his book now.
Ooh. Huge free throw right there.
Coach Dave Fager is going to be all over his players about their free throw shooting. Dave Fager yelling out right now, no fouls to his team, so Somerville's going to have an open attempt here.
Go.
From half court. It was right on line, Kevin.
Yep. That's the half. Highlanders down by 8 points. You watching Highlanders basketball on Educational Channel 15.
Oh, Fager all over Slattery. In the second half, Kevin. We're back. Almost a turnover.
It is a turnover.
DJ Perry with the steal. Pass to Garibaldi in the paint.
They gotta protect the ball. The guard plays has got to step up. They're telegraphing the passes again.
Very dangerous pass again. Frew's got to wake up, Kevin. You got
he had a skip pass to Deshaun wide open.
He's going to ISO Frew right now. Turnover on Deshaun. Can't come out of the halftime. Quickly, Kevin, for Somerville. 2 for Chris David, 2 for Frew, 2 for Craig, 4 for Lucas, leading the way. 3 for Salim, leading the way. 9 with Deshaun. Foul trouble. Deshaun with Salim with 2 and Frew with 2.
Brick. Lucas with the rebound. Like I said, I would let Rodriguez shoot that ball all day.
Yeah, because he's going to make 2 for 15.
And he already made 1. Skip pass to to Luke. That was a skip pass to Lucas. Salim with the ball, brings it into the paint. Craig with the free throw, extended, gets to the jump ball, possession arrows going. I have no idea.
Andover's way. So Kevin coming out with a different, oh jeez. Salima fires a pass right at the official.
The official wasn't paying attention.
I know, but still, you can't just throw the ball pass. Some refs will give you delay a game on that. Justin Berry did not get the start in the second half, but he's coming right back in.
Stay off of him, Frew. There you go.
Steal for Craig.
Craig all at the Salim. For 2.
Salim now with 5. a clean block on Craig, but it's probably going to be on Deshaun,
right? Yeah, foul on Deshaun.
So for Andover, 5 for Rodriguez, 5 for Marinder, 8 for EJ Perry, and 14 for Garibaldi. 2 fouls for O'Connell, number 11. Going to line EJ Perry, who is 1 for 2.
Now it's the first one down.
Both scorebooks matched up in that jump shot from Sleeve from the top of the key, Kevin. Both books said a 2. From back here, we thought both refs had their hands up.
Yep.
I thought both refs signaled a 3.
For which one?
Salim at the top of the key.
At the top of the key?
Yeah, Salim hit a 3.
I can't remember that one.
Through in the low block. Marinder at the board. Italian's all over slider. He threw a foul.
That was Frew dropping his shoulder. That wasn't a foul. Frew gets the rebound, gets hacked. That's a makeup call right there.
Yeah.
Actually, what makeup call would that be?
2-2, Garibaldi. His second. Well,
No, it would have been.
What Frew did there in the paint,
right.
Kevin, Frew faded away to the free throw line the opposite way. So he went away from the contact, and he initiated the contact with his shoulder. He leaned in with his shoulder, then faded away right towards the free throw line. So he actually made himself smaller, fading away, whereas he could have made himself larger, leaning in and going towards the basket.
But he dipped his shoulder first to try to make the space.
He initiated the contact.
Salim brings it into the trees.
Blocking Marinder was just standing there straight up as Salim crashed into him. 2 fouls on Marinder. So now you got 2 fouls on Garibaldi, 2 fouls on Marinder, and 2 fouls on O'Connell. Antelli going big in the second half for Craig and Frew. Close to a 5-second violation on Salim. 4 turnovers on Salim. And Salim questioning the call. That's why Kevin DeFranco would stand there and say 1.
Right.
2.
The second he got the ball, but Salim never slapped the ball to have the players make the move. So some of the players started to run the play and the other players didn't. That's why there was confusion in that play.
Very generous side, giving him that time too. It's a tough matchup for Craig going against a recruited Marinder going to play at the next level.
Do you know where he's going, Jeff?
I think he's going to Williams. I'll have to double check that. Justin Berry coming in.
No, was that Miranda? No, yeah, right, 33. Yep. Said Williams?
I think so. Garibaldi now with 16.
Lucas. Nice D by the Highlander. By Andover.
A lot of travel on Frew. Frew having a lot of trouble, Kevin.
Timeout by Coach Antonelli with 4:39 to go in the third quarter. Highlanders down by 12 points. Careless turnovers again to start this half, Jeff.
Coach Antonelli now with only 2 timeouts left in the game, but he can't waste any time, Kevin. He has to use this timeout right now to get his team back together and not freak out with this tempo that is being thrown at him. And now you're down by 12. Where's Connor going? Where's Connor going next year? Trinity. Connor Marinder is going to Trinity next year, Kevin. And he'll be playing basketball there. Just checking with their AD, very helpful this year. Very helpful 2 years ago when the girls played there. So a very familiar court for Somerville. A lot of the girls players are here that were on that team. Casey Kazuba and Michelle Haggerty are here. They lost here in the quarterfinals in 2009 when Brian Harris was the girls' coach. A very competitive game. And Dairy Vaughn's last home game, last playoff game in high school was here. She's playing right now in the NE10. If they beat Merrimack, they are in the tournament. I'll talk about that next timeout, where we have 3 female players who are playing in tournament action in college.
Almost had him trapped in the corner.
Right there, EJ Perry going nowhere with the great defense by Deshaun on the perimeter.
Lucas. Nice.
Can't go for the up fake. And next time out, I'll talk about a funny story in relation with the Marinder family. It has an association with the Somerville basketball girls program. Right there, Frew telling Deshaun, look at my eyes. He's saying his eyes are signaling where he's going to go with the ball. He just went with his fingers and pointed to his eyes. He looked at Deshaun.
Stop telegraphing the passes.
Telegraphing the passes is Somerville right now on 2 different inbound plays, Kevin. Calling out the action switch is E.J. Perry. And now they're switching defenders. They switch off on Frew. He's going to find the open man.
Dang that, Celine. There you go.
Tipped out of bounds by E.J. Perry. Same way. Somerville gets a fresh shot clock. No real discrepancy so far besides the play that Coach Antelli was arguing with Slattery about. Flat for right now, Kevin. Coach Antelli put a lot of pressure on Lucas.
And he gets a shot block.
Marinder! Actually, no, that was Rodriguez. So if that's on Lucas, so Lucas gets blocked, but he runs. He's the only one that went all the way back.
But he also was the one that made a turn.
Yeah. Well, he gets the turn. He got blocked. First foul on him. Rodriguez going to the line for 2 for another attempted slam. Kevin got blocked. But foul.
Lucas made an attempt on the ball. It wasn't a bad foul.
Kevin, besides their losses as they came down the stretch, this Andover team was ranked highly in the Boston Globe. They were number 1 for a stretch of weeks. So this is a tall task for both teams to match up against each other. Four for 4 in the second half for Andover. Now you have a 40-24 lead. And Kevin, you got to start isoing Frew. Just let him work off the curls, off the wings. If they're staying in man, you got to run some pick and rolls for him.
And here you go.
Just got to give him the ball, let him create on his own. He's got O'Connell guarding him with 2 fouls. Too much 1-on-1.
Craig with the rebound. He can't finish. Ball's me out of bounds.
Same way. Craig with the offensive board. Frew with the offensive board.
Should have been a travel on Salim.
Yeah, Salim traveled in the paint. Right now, give it to Frew and feed Frew and let him start working.
Deshaun up to Lucas.
He's going to also be more aggressive, Kevin, and call for the ball.
Right. Salim brings it in. Little fall away, can't finish. Rebounded by Salim again. Kicks it out to Deshaun from way downtown. Short. Andover picks up the loose ball. They're looking to push it. They have numbers from way downtown.
That's the 3-point shooting from Garibaldi. The people remember he's so streaky. When he gets hot, you got to get a hand up on him. You can't let him get those attempts. And Kevin, right now it's just 1-on-1 action. Yep. Everybody else on the perimeter.
I haven't seen anyone do anything in this half, Jeff. Salim is the only one going to the lane.
Oh, E.J. Perry grabs the rim. Basket counts and a foul. Marinder. And it was E.J. Perry who attempted the putback, grabbed the rim with one hand, completely missed the offensive board. Marinder now with 9 points, looking to make it 10.
Should have been. I mean, you can't call it offensive, but he's just he grabbed the rim for no reason.
Yeah, he's so late on the offensive board.
22-point lead, Jeff.
And the fans from Andover saying it's too easy as their chant.
And Liz Lucas picking up his dribble. You gotta be solid, guys.
Right there, Frew just cleared some space for Deshaun to go to the line. I mean, to go to the rim, and he bailed out, gave it to Salim for 3.
All right, so that's a 3. 2 referees put their hands up. Yeah. There we go.
I mean, I thought the first half, but both scorebooks proved me wrong.
Deshaun.
And that's Andover's bread and butter with Marinder in the paint.
Frew looking to push it, finds Salim on the wing. Thinks about the 3, in and out. Oh.
Marinder with another board.
Oh, right through his legs. That would have been a nice play.
Craig is playing a great game, Kevin, controlling the boards. Lucas with the offensive. Marinder takes the charge. Lucas charges right into him. 2 fouls on Lucas. Great position by Marinder. Yeah, and Coach Antelli said both players are right down the court. Look where Frew in the Craig were.
Yeah. But I'm in back.
Checking the game is number 3 now. Reed Bryant for Andover and Justin Berry coming in for Craig, who's playing an incredible game, controlling the boards.
The Highlanders did a big stop here in the last minute 20.
4 total rebounds for Craig. Blocking foul
on the floor.
Justin Berry, his first, team's 7th. Actually be team's 6th. This fluorescent lighting, Kevin, I can't see the difference between my green, my blue, and my black pen ink.
Andover almost threw it away. Good D by Lucas.
Coach Antelli can't afford another timeout now, Kevin, with only 2 left for the game. You got to hold on to him.
Travel, no call.
Yeah. Turnover on Andover.
Yes.
Turnover, we'll give that to Garibaldi.
Coming into the game right now is Vito for Lucas.
For Justin Berry.
Oh no, for Justin Berry. Salim and Frew and Deshaun played the entire game, Jeff. Salim brings it in.
Blocking foul on they're going to give it to 3, Bryant, but it should be on Marinder. Reed Bryant.
Salim was able to get into the paint. The rest of the Highlanders needed to step up. When one of the defenders steps out, Salim could just dump it down.
45 seconds left to go. Big comebacks this year for Somerville in games, and this is the beginning of it right here. Only 5 points for Somerville in the quarter. 16-5, Kevin, 3rd quarter.
Salim knocks down the 2nd. Here we go.
This is where it all begins right now with 45 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Nice press break by Andover. But Lucas is beating him to the spot. Wow.
Down the middle. That should not happen.
Nice basketball there by Andover. Stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds is Salim with the turnover.
Unforced error in like tennis. How's that happen?
Offense, defense. Right now you're bringing Justin Berry now in for Vito. Great presence here for Somerville, Kevin, on the road after this timeout.
You're talking about the announcer's responsibilities for the whole season.
Well, yeah, well, that's
this guy's been going.
Well, yeah, very few people follow that rule, even know about it. The National High School Federation put that in. Carry on E.J. Perry, or no, over the backcourt. Backcourt turnover, Marinder. Yeah, we talked about that very early in the year, Kevin. It makes no sense. The High School Federation is going to have to take that out. Because I've only been to 1 game this year. It was Nicole Bealey. Vito for 3.
Big rebound by Frew.
Frew with 8 boards and 4 points. Andover's done a great job neutralizing. Whoa! Foul on Salim. He can't believe it. That's 3. Basically, what he did right there, according to the rules, you're not supposed to do.
Right.
But he said any gym, okay? If you don't have a roster, how do you expect people to know in the crowd? It's a ridiculous rule that they put in there. It's going to be for a trial period.
They said that you can't say what type of foul it is or a violation. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, they put it in because there were.
It's not like all these people are here at home listening to us.
They put it in. No, that's not for us. That's for the people.
No. I understand that.
Yeah.
But for the people in the crowd, they don't know what.
Exactly. That's why PA announcers are there.
Yeah.
But they put it in because their PA announcers are overemphasizing and inciting the crowd, and that's why that rule is put in. It's just poorly worded, and nobody's following it except for one person this year, and that was Tim Cronin in Somerville. 3. Lucas at the buzzer. Coach Dave Fazio will not be happy about that attempt. As Kevin, we pan the crowd right now. We'll see who's here. Director of Student Services, Richie Malolo, Headmaster. We have John O'Terry. We have Athletic Director Nicole Veely.
Hey, Nicole Veely's wearing the Highlanders jersey.
And she is saying, good move, Nicole.
Instead of the UNC shirt that
we have
she's
former girls assistant Jimmy Kazuba, assistant coach for the girls program Casey Kazuba, former assistant coach for the girls Michelle Haggerty. Okay, we have Matt Young, former assistant coach, former starting center for the Division I North 2006 champion. That is soon to be Young will be her last name, but she's still a Foster. We have Foster down there with her future husband Matt Young in the front row. We have Carly O'Rourke. We have Cheryl Young, secretary for the Nicole Veely and athletic program. Harry Marchetti across the way. He's a housemaster. We have Luigi Simone, vocation director. Who else do we have here, Kevin? We have Comac, Alice Comac. We have the girls here, Haley Williams, Alyssa Hatchie. We have starting all-star football player in Carl's. We also have the cheerleader program here. We have the whole Antonelli family here next to us. McCarthy, who helps out with the recreation program. We have Mark's brother Chris. He's here too. Let's start the fourth.
All right, here we go. Highlanders down by 17. Could have been a lot worse. Celine from way downtown. Okay.
Coach Dave Fazio screaming out shooter. His team didn't follow it.
Need to get a stop here now. Now, the Highlanders can't start living and dying by the field like this. Oh, and there's a second three by Rodriguez, Jeff. He's not going to hit any more for the rest of the game. So Deshaun thinks about it, kicks it out, finds Salim, it's going to go baseline. He's going to pull it out, Jeff. But Deshaun from way downtown. Bang.
That's what he's going to do, Kevin, the rest of the game.
But just don't live and die by the three, Jeff. We've seen it before. Get a good defensive stop. There you go. Ah, get the board.
Rebound by O'Connell, who had those 2 fouls early. And Kevin, for somebody like me who does all the stats, it's so nice to have a PA announcer because I'm looking down and putting down a rebound. I'm putting down a rebound and I hear the PA announcer say, Verinder, so I know he scored. But Deshaun looking towards the crowd. And they responded to him. I mean, Celine looking towards the crowd, they responded by saying scoreboard.
Should have been
3 fouls on Frew.
We're going to put Chris in. How many fouls is that on Deshaun?
That's on Frew. That's 3 on Frew. Wow. Brian O'Connell, who was the first player in foul trouble with 2 fouls, has not committed a foul again. Right now it's going to come down to free throws for Andover if they can stay ahead in this lead, and it's Somerville that obviously now is going to stick to every possession trying to shoot a 3.
Knocks down the second. Chris brings it in, dumps it down to Deshaun, doesn't have anything.
Somerville is so explosive, Kevin. They can have a chance to get back in the lead. 6
turnover by Deshaun.
EJ Perry down the middle.
There you go. Move it, move it, move it. There you go, Deshaun. From way downtown. Bang! There you go.
That's not what Andover wants, to get into a running game and leave the open shooters.
Right.
And that's how Mark Antelli knows he can attack them by getting those open shooters out on the break. And wide open corner in the paint. Basket counts and a foul on Frew. Desmond can't believe it. Neither can Antonelli. Both saying both hands are right up on Frew. That's 4 fouls. And Miranda giving him up bigs in the paint. They're saying that's 5 on Frew.
That was a solid
Item for 4. That's 4. That was 5 on Fru?
Are you serious?
I thought it was 4. You're not going to get that wrong.
Yo, someone's saying something to Fru in the crowd, but how do you?
Fru can't believe it. He's looking right at the official. Fru had both hands straight up, and Connor was giving him up fakes in the paint.
Is it foul?
Fru is long after.
Fru's he's not happy at all. He's not even saying it. I don't know. Like, is he mad or is he not mad?
All right, Fru.
I'm going to have to re-watch this tape, Kevin. I didn't think that was his 5th foul. But both books agreed at halftime he had 2. Travel.
No!
Oh, foul on E.J. Perry. Kevin, you only have 30 seconds. You only have 30 seconds to sub. For sub, if that's a 5th foul. I thought he had 4.
That's got to be his 5th. That's
No, the scoreboard has him at 5, and they took him out.
Call the
Basket
foul.
counts and a
Thank
foul.
you. I thought he only had 4 as well, Jeff.
Scoreboard had him for 5.
And you would think that Coach Antonelli would have had him out there with his 4th foul so early in the 4th quarter. Never know, though.
That's 3 fouls now on O'Connell. They have it up on the scoreboard, Kevin, and nobody else questioned it. A rebound, 235, Rodriguez.
12-point lead for Andover. Switched his pivot foot.
Kevin, if it wasn't his 5th, he wouldn't have taken him out.
No, I understand that.
Travel in the paint by Garibaldi. Jump shot baseline.
Nice.
E.J. Perry. 61-47. Now it's up to Craig, Kevin, in the paint to get fouls on Marinder.
Lucas brings it in off the glass.
Andover bench shall now travel. But
Craig with the rebound, put back for 2. Gotta get
8
a stop,
rebounds
guys.
for Craig.
Gotta
6
get
points.
a stop.
For another jump shot.
Let him shoot. Oh, rebound.
Nobody's boxing out Connor.
That's not who you want to shoot.
Timeout, Dave Fazio.
Why would he call timeout? I can never understand that.
Garibaldi for 3. The entire Andover crowd jumping. Now, funny story with Marinder, Kevin. Back in 2004 in the Comcast tournament, the board 27. Somerville was ahead. They pulled out all their free throw shooters. Tiny Perry's at the line. Andover has 4 players boxing out. The ball bounces, misses, bounces. Meg Marinder taps the ball, ball's out of bounds. She thinks she pulled her hand back, so they're saying out of bounds. Andover thinks it's out of bounds on Somerville. Timeout, Andover. They go to set up a play with time left in the game. Refs go up to the coaches and say, Andover ball. Coach Jim Tilsley, the head coach for Andover, just throws a complete nutty on the sideline, throwing his hands up in the air, says, I'm never coming back to this tournament again. The whole time he thought he was inbounding the ball. The refs never really made a clear call whose ball it was. Coach Harris stands there at half court. They both say, ball Andover, someone will get the ball to Somerville, someone gets the ball. And that was Connor's older sister, and the ball went off her hand, but she said she pulled her hand back and never touched the ball. So Somerville fans will remember that game from 2004. Somerville won the championship in the Comcast tournament. Week and a half later, they played in the quarterfinals in Somerville, and Andover defeats the 18-2 Somerville girls team. Probably Brian Harris's best team. Starting center was Alicia Crucio, who's the current assistant coach for the Somerville girls team. So there's a little connection between the teams. Foul on Hernandez. Oh, Rodriguez. His first. Salim going to the line for 2. Salim is 2 for 4.
Big points here now. Yo, This floor seems like it has a lot of dead space.
No, it shakes the whole thing. If you ever dribble up at Kevin, just walking, you feel the whole thing shaking. Salim looking towards the crowd again. And then Andover guys yelling in your head. That's their chance. EJ Perry with the turnover. Almost. 1 5-second call, Kevin.
Wow.
Tipped out of bounds.
Good D by Lucas.
Yep. So, Kevin, if this is it for Frew, 6 points, 8 rebounds.
Rebounded by Deshaun. Salim looking to push it now.
Salim with the turnover.
He's trying to do an in and out between 3 people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kevin, what got you back into the game wide, spreading the floor in threes, not dribbling through the entire defense when Andover collapses
Attacking and kicking.
Yes. Beautiful bounce pass. Basket bounce and a foul. Beautiful bounce pass by Chris David in the paint. And Craig Thompson is taking over this game, Kevin. Fouls on EJ Perry, his second. Team 7th. Somerville's over the limit, 3:42 to go. Plenty of time left here, Kevin, as they'll cut it to an 11-point lead. EJ Perry with the board. Kevin, this game is everything you've expected it with a competitive nature.
Andover just taking their time, passing the ball around.
Down the middle, air ball.
An air ball in the layup.
Chris David with the power board.
Quick,
down the middle.
Lucas.
Foul on Garibaldi. His third. Somerville is still coming at you. Going to the line will be with 7 points is Lucas.
You gotta convert these free throws, Jeff. There's still plenty of time. There's 3:18 to go in the game.
Coach Dave Fazio needs to start using some of his timeouts here to calm down his team. At the same time, Coach Antelli's taking advantage of Dave Fazio not using his timeouts as his team is back on their heels right now, Kevin, trying to just hold on with this lead as Somerville keeps attacking you.
Knocks it down.
And Lucas saying, I've improved my free throw shooting, going 3 for 4. Coach Antelli all over the sideline saying, pressure that ball.
Should have been a travel on that play, Jeff.
For a lazy attempt. Foul basket counts by Lucas. Foul on Lucas. Basket counts by number 4, EJ Perry. 14 points for Perry. And Andover back on track with maintaining that lead. As Coach Fazio is still arguing something here.
He's going to be arguing something until the day he dies. Craig with the rebound. You got Deshaun.
9 rebounds for Craig.
Salim with the ball, crossing over. Thinks about the 3.
Almost hits the support.
Big rebound by Craig.
There's
your Lucas. Lucas started to go.
Find Deshaun. Beautiful pass.
Oh, nice save. Lay it up.
Craig in the paint. Block.
And that ball is actually out of bounds off of Craig.
O'Connell with the block. Craig with 2 big boards. Offensively, that's 6 offensive boards, 11 total for Craig. Craig saying, there's no wall for me right now, Kevin. I'm your leader right now in this whole block.
That's the future of the Highlanders basketball right there.
Good, Craig, go, Kevin. Slide out of bounds off Garibaldi, but they're saying no. It's off Lucas. 11 boards for Marinder. EJ Perry with a power dribble in the paint.
68-54. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Chris with the ball. Finds Lucas over to Craig with the foul baseline jumper, airballs it.
Garibaldi for 3.
Deshaun with a pull-up jumper. He can't finish.
Marinder with another board. Oh, E.J. Perry's hurt.
Oh, he got Charlie horse. Got knee right in the thigh. Now they're going to put Vito into the game.
Foul will be on number 5, Craig, his 3rd. E.J. Perry going to the line for the double bonus.
Vito into the game for Craig.
It's going offense, defense now, Kevin.
Knocks it down. Andover's trying to get a sub. They're going to get it. Rodriguez back into the game for Andover. On the court right now is Chris, Salim, Lucas, Vito, and Deshaun.
What do we got here?
The clock was running before they inbounded the ball.
Nice up fake by Salim.
Yeah, can't finish though.
Rebound by 20 for Hernandez.
And it's academic now, Jeff. 1:30 to go, 69-54. They call the foul on Salim though.
Salim, that will be 4 fouls. Going to the line for the double bonus is Hernandez, who has no points so far tonight. Misses the free throw. Incredible effort here tonight, Kevin, in leading Deshaun and Salim down the stretch to get them into this position to begin with. Double bonus completes.
Salim brings it in, can't finish, loses it. Give me a foul on...
Probably on Vito, right?
Vito.
Yeah, fouls on Vito. Nice to see if we can get Vito a 3. And they're cheering, they're yelling for O'Connor. Griffin O'Connor, is he a senior, Kevin? Yes.
Yes.
That's who the Andover fans are cheering for. But they're going to get Bryant's coming into the game. Back to the double bonus is Hernandez, who cannot buy a basket. And we got Bryant's coming into the game for Rodriguez, who finishes the game with 8, 9, 10. 10 points. Most likely will not come back in with 1:26 to go and a 70-54 lead.
He knocks it down.
Salim for 3. Another rebound from Marinder.
But they haven't really, in the second half of this last quarter,
Yep.
they haven't run anything on offense whatsoever. There's been jack and threes.
Here comes the big cheer, and Antonelli empties the bench now of Labby and Palmer. Andover just playing down the middle. Blocked by Chris David. Salim. Antonelli wants a timeout. Big hand from the Somerville bench. Coach Antelli looks like he's going to empty it right now with Donovan Palmer in and Labby in. No, he's staying with the same 5. He'll probably give them a chance.
Yeah, to come in and then sub them out.
Kevin, I was talking to Coach Antonio on Friday. He always says no matter what the score is, any situation, I always feel, this is him saying, I always feel that we still have a chance. There's still an effort to come in, steal, 3, something else, you know, another steal, 3, foul. There's always a chance. You got the Andover fans now with the goodbye chant. Game is not over yet. Kevin, credit to Isaiah Clark, who played incredible down the stretch.
Yep.
Badly spraining his ankle against Malden in street clothes tonight. Most likely he'll be going, he has 1 more year left, most likely be going to college to play Division I football, and hopefully down the stretch, Kevin, a professional career to fall in the footsteps of Gosner, who is now with the Indianapolis Colts.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of tonight's contest, please do not enter the surface of the basketball court.
And you don't want a recap of what happened last night in college with the fans jumping on the court.
Oh, do you see that?
Attempting the foul, but out of bounds now. Here comes Nassis, Jeffrey, Charles Labby, and Donovan Palmer coming out. Give the hand to the seniors, Salim, Deshaun, and Vito. As Coach Antonelli hugs them as they come off the court. Actually, Salim stays. Deshaun, yeah, they all leave. Foul on Jeffrey. And O'Connor's going to go line for 2, the fan favorite senior. Actually, no, turnover, called travel. So now we got also coming to the game Quincy, who came up from the JV team. Quincy, a major player on the football team. Look for him next year on the football team. Also look for Justin Berry, Kevin, who's also going to be a Division I athlete playing football. And Jeffrey's a big part of the football team too. And Palmer. And Chris David too. A lot of football players on this team.
Kick ball. Lucas can't finish. Off the glass, nope.
Big rebound there to Bryant. At the buzzer, 71-56 is your final, Kevin.
That is the final, Jeff.
I'll add these up, Kevin.
See the players shaking their hands. The Highlanders never really got into it. Careless turnovers to start the game, and they were able to make a run at one point at the end of the second half, but they started the second half making more turnovers again. But great game by all around though, but great spirit from all the Highlanders, especially the seniors. Vito, Deshaun, Salim trying to make a big run in the fourth quarter, hitting about what, 3 threes, Jeff. So.
All right, Kevin, let me go over the scores here. Let me go on this side for you. Going over the stats, let me grab one more thing here. Stats we have for Somerville. 4 points for Frew and 9 boards. So I thought I only had him with 4 fouls. I only had him with 4 fouls, but everybody agreed with the 5 fouls. So we'll have to watch that again. Definitely came out the rest of the game, never played. So he had scoreboard had him for 5 fouls, and the scorebook had him for 5 fouls. I missed him.
So
somewhere.
did he have 3 at the?
He had 2 in the first half, and so then he would have had 3 in the second half.
Really?
And so 8 points for Craig and 11 rebounds. So Craig, tremendous in the absence of Frew.
Future of Highlanders basketball right there.
9 points for Lucas, incredible effort. Coach Antelli went to him repeatedly, giving him that confidence to play down the stretch in the game. Big minutes, 9 big points, couple rebounds, couple of blocks, and then tied both with their 3-point shooting that brought Somerville back to within 9 points. 15 for Salim and 15 for Deshaun. 2 points to Chris David. Incredible stretch, starting, being the point guard, controlling the team. So your seniors ending their career both with 15 points. You needed that other 15 from Frew to be able to stay close in this team. Right. Now going to Andover. So they end up 9 for 15 from the free throw line for a total of 56 points. Somerville goes to 10 and 11 for the year. Andover now. 2 points for Bryant at the end of the game. O'Connell played incredible, even with his 2 fouls, never got the 3rd foul until deep in this quarter. 3 points, all on free throws. 2 points for Hernandez, that was when the free throws at the end. 10 points for Rodriguez, those were those 2 threes that hurt you. 15 for Connor Marinder, who also had 5, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 boards. And leading the way, actually DJ Perry had 16, and leading the way David Garibaldi, still not his usual explosive self, but had 22 points. 2 threes in the second half.
He was solid through the whole game.
71 total points. They moved to 16 and 5. Let me just count their free throws, Kevin.
Okay.
14 for 25, Andover. So that's something you got to improve on when you go up against Lawrence in the quarterfinals. Lawrence beat Peabody tonight, so they advance. And Kevin, the end of the line for Somerville, you had to play 6 games in 8 nights to be able to get to 500, and give Coach Antelli and the team credit for that effort.
They definitely give him credit for that effort. We played with a lot of heart those last 6 games, and just to get us here. You were hoping that it was going to be able to move on into this game. It didn't, but you can't say anything about the effort for the kids. They played very hard this season.
And Kevin, what we usually do at the end of every year, we give our projected, just us, not with the team, our projected starting 5 for the next year. So based on what they did tonight, looking at the lineup for next year possible, this is early. Chris David and Lucas is your backcourt, giving them plenty of experience. Okay, now you go big at the 3, Frew. Craig at the 4, Justin Berry or Isaiah Clark at your centers, and just imagine that size.
That's going to be
Coach Antelli coming back. You know, so that's your projected possible lineup coming back. And even if you don't have any of these players involved here, you have somebody who's going to take the spot. Shaq Joseph played big minutes this year. Okay, you have Jeff who came in at the end of the game, and then Kevin, of course, give credit to your seniors on this team. Your 3 seniors who played so valiantly down the stretch.
Vito, Deshaun, and Salim at the end of the just jacking up some threes, but he was in the flow of the offense.
But that's what their key was. They got towards the end. If you put on a tape of the Westford Academy game or the game of Winchester at home, they weren't shooting like that. So you give credit to the team for staying together and working together with Coach Antelli. They worked on their shooting. Their free throw percentage was awful.
Terrible.
Their 3-point shooting percentage was awful at the beginning of the year. Look what they did. Look what they accomplished down the stretch. And that was their shooting.
Yeah, and I truly believe this is one of Coach Antelli's best coaching jobs of his coaching career at Somerville High. So,
as he said in the pregame, Kevin, any other team he's coached would have torn the uniforms off. Guys would have quit. But you credit, and it's also a credit to the guys on the team, Salim and Deshaun, for keeping them together. The coaching staff, Frew, they know don't quit because this team has a chance to do something. And you ran into a team. Kevin, you should have been 15 and 5 right with them for a coin flip. You ran into a very competitive, equal team to your abilities tonight, and the score does not reflect how close the game really was.
Well, so you say Lawrence is playing Peabody? Okay.
Well, Lawrence won.
I mean, Lawrence beat Peabody.
So they're in quarterfinals. That game's at Lawrence. So check your listens if you want to go. I'll be there. I'll save you a seat.
And Jeff and I both will be here next year as well to see the Highlanders take on another promised season with Coach Antelli behind the helm.
So they finished their year. You were 0-6, went 10-10 into the playoffs. So you're stretched down the way. You won 6 games in a row. At one point, you were 2-9. So that's what Coach Antelli deserves all the credit for. You were 2-9. You got into the playoffs at 10-10. You finish your career. You finish your year at 10-11.
Right. So is it all positives though? All positives, definitely. So for Jeff Argenziano, I am Kevin Scott. Have a good night.